breezy, drench.
One call, he a goner. Heard he right at that boy in Informer. Used to post it right there on that corner. Mask on, but it ain't for Corona. Bitch, I'm 2-6. Step in the party, that's new drip. Just been a band on a new grip. We spot the op, that's a new split. Look, pull up to the pow, and we get the flexing on them like, hey, can't cover that, won't love it, that. They gon' stress about it, no way. Said 260, nigga, drench gang, man, you know them niggas don't play. Said we catch a body, call me take K, man, you know I'm finna do the race. Told that hoe, get out of my face. Told that lawyer, play with that case. We up next, get out of our way. Big 2-6, but fuck what you say. Mix a boomer with the breezy, but the green, like Luigi. Tripping off, it look easy. Everything, that's for Queasy.
My boy said I'm back.
He is back. That is for a lot of people on this song. Name of the song is On Family. Verse we played was from our guy Blizzy.
Of 2605.
GSC alum.
Yeah,
Shout out.
GSC alum. Straight from our school. Because GSC, if you know, GSC was 3 schools. But that's our guy. Blizzy, shout out to him. I think today is actually his birthday, so happy B-Day, bro.
Happy birthday, my boy.
Yeah, and with that being said, let's get it started in here, man. Let's get it started in here. How y'all feeling?
Woo!
Yeah, it's another episode of Lunchroom Podcast. You know the vibes.
Mad loud,
Same three, same three as usual at the table. It's me, Dapper Dan. Of course, to me is my guy Fritz. And next to my guy Fritz is my guy Ray. Behind the camera is my guy Fredo. How y'all feeling?
You
gotta do his thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's close as possible.
With the mask on.
With the mask on.
Safety first. But sheesh. So I wanna hop right into it?
Just get right into it.
All right, let's play the drop. Because then we got a drop for Lunchline Chatter now. You know, I'm working.
Alright.
Got news for you.
Oh.
All right, like I said, that is Ice-T.
That is Ice-T.
Telling a man he is
I got news for you.
Well, in the actual episode, he told him, like, yo, you're gay. Because, like, the guy was like, I like to mess with men, but I date women. He's like, I got news for you. That's where I seen that shit from. He was like,
Yo, nah, I did not know that.
nah, I gotta send you the full clip.
That makes the job so much better. I'm not gonna front.
I got news for you. I was like, nah, that's perfect. I was like, I even asked him, like, nah, that's the one.
Yo,
But,
are they ever gonna replace Ice-T?
probably not. Ice-T will probably pay that until he either retires the role or, like,
Just dies in the
yeah,
show.
yeah, whatever the case may be. But let's hop right into it. She's first up on the Lunchline Chat. We got Trump opens office of the former president. Now, I thought this was important because of the fact that obviously we all know at this point Trump has been banned from anywhere you can talk. So essentially, he's opening up his own thing to talk. With, to my knowledge, I don't know the exact schematics of it. So I don't know if it's a forum or whatever where people can comment or anything like that. But I know he's going to be announcing his movements, his after presidency movements, and just keeping people in contact with his life, essentially. So that's why I thought it was important, because with the whole MAGA movement and how much of a fan base he does have, I thought it was important to note that he is starting, like, essentially his own form of media. You know, his own platform.
That's what it is? Like, I was going to ask, like,
yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, like,
where is it located?
Is it going to be a website?
It'll basically, I think it'll be like a website,
okay.
pretty much.
That's fucking...
Or hopefully not an app. Well, everything comes with an app now anyway.
Definitely going to have an app with it.
So, yeah, that's pretty much what that'll be.
MAGA
Office
app?
of the former president.
Imagine a MAGA app.
A MAGA app is crazy.
Bro.
I'm
But
not gonna front, I might download it though. Just to be
nah,
able
the
to talk.
banter on there probably crazy.
All
And
types of...
wild
I'm not
ignorant.
gonna lie, some of them people are the funniest people I've ever seen.
Bro,
on the
cause
internet.
it's funny because
Funny because they're retarded.
Exactly.
yeah, like it doesn't. Nothing they say makes sense.
At all.
But they say it with so like
So much pride.
ambivalence. Like that shit is crazy.
Borat 2 confirmed that to me. Like,
Facts.
he was like, "What's more dangerous, coronavirus or the Democrats?" They thought about it for real. Democrats.
Oh man, that's what I'm saying. How can you not like for me? As long as it's shit free though. For me,
Nah, facts. I'm not paying for
yeah, I'm not
for
paying
the
for no
MAGA
MAGA.
app.
I don't even pay for games.
For knowing Trump, it'll probably be like a little charge on there.
Yeah.
Depending
So
on
you
like
gotta
probably
make
not at
money.
first, but
Surcharge?
yeah.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure that shit is gonna shoot. You know what I'm saying? He has millions of followers that depend on whatever he says. They like y'all seen that video of that woman crying, telling Trump to save us from the devil, Joe Biden.
Nah, yeah. People think he's like Jesus or something. I don't
Like, bro,
know.
it's really crazy. So I already know that shit gonna be successful. He knows he has millions of people at the palm of his little orange hands.
Nah, his hands really small, bro.
It's mad little and orange.
And he's like 6'4".
Don't make no damn
That
sense.
makes no sense.
I don't know.
That's
bro.
like being told with small feet. He might fall.
I've seen it before.
I've seen it too, but I be concerned. Like I be thinking these niggas got walking problems.
Nah, the cuffs of their pants be mad big over their shoe.
I be thinking like, feel me, the balance.
Pants be
off.
hanging over the lace.
Niggas said boot cuts every single pair.
OD. But yeah, I just thought it was important to make note of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's wicked.
So it's something to be on the lookout for. Because like I said, he got banned from anywhere you could place your opinion.
So I'm gonna make my own thing.
Pretty much. But
That's
moving on.
That's what rich people do.
Pretty much. Moving up on down the lunch line chatter. We have Clubhouse, which is now valued at $1 billion.
That was quick.
Not really.
Ooh,
That was like a month.
No.
nah.
Feel
Since Ray reported that it was
that was in November. It was valued at like 100 mil.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
So in January, mid-January, to be valued at $1 billion. That's not super
pretty,
quick,
That's
but
pretty fast though.
I don't
I think that's a lot of money for an
like
app
such
that
a-
doesn't monetize off of ads. I think that's a lot of money.
I never pay attention to how much it's valued because that doesn't really mean much to me.
Why so?
Because like, just because it's valued that much doesn't mean that's the actual like cost. Like, feel me? Like, it that's how much they're estimating it could be valued at. Like you said, they're not monetizing on it. They still haven't even figured out a way to
I mean, I'm pretty
monetize
sure they're making money off of selling data.
it.
There's some data to sell on
I
there
was
because
in-
I
I
mean
was
all
in
those
a-
conversations are definitely recorded.
I was in a room the other day that was basically saying like giving a rundown after, you know, they have a Clubhouse town hall meeting every week or whatever.
Right.
They say supposedly now it's like 2 million people in the app. Right now, yes, they're trying to figure out how to monetize. They're trying to actually figure out how like people that like have a big following on the app, how they specifically can monetize type shit.
They're talking about tips and stuff like that.
So
yeah.
like, I feel like they're getting the gist, but like, I still don't think the app is gonna be around by like June.
A point was made,
Jeez.
and it was kind of poignant to me. It was that I think the app is successful because people are inside. Because you think about it, this is not like, and you can't just check this on the go. Like, you gotta be on, I mean, you could listen in the audience or whatever, but to be really in a room and like participate in a room, you gotta be chilling doing nothing. You can't really be on the go. It's not convenient really to be on the go and be on the Clubhouse. You feel me? So like the fact that this pandemic hit and most people are inside for a lot of either working from home or just, you know, inside because there's nothing really much else to do, that helps this app's success.
That makes sense.
I've heard people though full blown in jogging sessions like on the app.
No, yeah, I've heard people, you know, for sure driving.
Okay, today we're gonna like for me like niggas that ass be in full jogging sessions. That should be mad weird.
But another point I did want to bring up with this is that how much we as a people matter to these apps, because this app was around way before it got to the black community. Like not way, but like it launched
it
in
was
like
way-
March,
Yeah,
and we didn't get really, it didn't really get popping. So I want to say like September, August maybe. If you was like one of those more famous people, you probably knew about in like August. But like to like the more like creatives then got into it like September, and then
September
it
is when the doors
and then
started opening.
I want to say November, end of this November to December is when the hood got into it, and then like now it's like
Everywhere.
opening
Yeah,
doors.
everywhere.
As to why it's like what 2 million people on there now.
Supposedly,
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like we're just building blocks, because I feel like the same thing happened with Twitter. I think the same thing happened with, I can't say Instagram. I think Instagram was kind of what it was, and it just built off of what it was. Because honestly, it was just. I was thinking about the other day. It's a random thought. Remember when like you had to like scroll down to somebody's last picture to shoot your shot? Like there was no DMing on. Remember there was no DMing on Instagram?
I remember that. But
There was no DM. You had to shoot your shot in the
I
comment.
don't remember I
I
was
do
shooting
all
my
that,
shot.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I wasn't shooting. I'm just saying like niggas was.
That's how was the thing.
Like niggas was shooting
The
shots on
original
the
Dutch buckets?
on the 67-week-old picture. Niggas was definitely shooting the shot.
Like I like a pick that's 68 weeks old or whatever. That's me shooting my shot.
You
know what I
see,
mean? I don't need.
I was never the shoot my shot kind of guy. After Facebook died, that was it, bro. I stopped,
Niggas that little Tricious on Facebook.
bro. It was
still a trees.
Oh snap.
I should ain't. I'm
on
still shooting my
Facebook.
shot.
On Facebook,
Oh no.
That's what you talking about, Facebook, bro.
he's wild. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. How do y'all feel about the fact that these things are built off of black people's back and mostly white men profit?
Rag. That's exactly why I brought up that fucking topic, bro. Exactly why I brought up that topic. You could segue to that motherfucker.
We gonna get there. I'm gonna finish out lunchtime chat and we gonna get there, because I feel like that's a big discussion. We gonna get there.
See, but like that's normal, bro. Like, and it's sad that it's normal. You know, that people of our hue aren't profiting off of this the same way. You know, people of the less melanated color.
So
are probably-
why don't we support the people that make things like this, but that are our color?
That is a question that you need to talk to the masses.
Why are we skeptical about about supporting our own? Why? Somebody break that down for me. Fredo, you always have the answers.
For what?
Why don't we support our own, but we support the white man? Are we more confident in the white man?
Yes.
Nah, it's manipulation, man.
That too.
You can break that down for us, or
I can't.
That's why we get getting.
why you say that though, Ray? If you could break it down.
Am I allowed to break it down? I don't know. I've been on treading waters. For me, some niggas be saying I'm white now. Like I don't know what's going on. For me, like I haven't been called white.
You
since
are a Latino male.
This is a safe.
This is
This is a safe space. This is a safe.
But either
space.
way, I mean, if you want to be technical, like I said, it's manipulation. But I feel like as they say, it always goes back to like the whole divide and conquer when it comes to slavery. You feel me? Like we have like trust issues embedded within us. For me, like amongst ourselves, there's already diaspora wars. For me, so it's like identity crisis amongst ourselves, which I think trickles down to like trust issues, things like that. You deal with trauma, so like trusting black businesses. You see people complain about black businesses and
All
how
the
like
time, bro.
unprofessional they are and things like that.
quick to out somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
Quick.
But like, feel me? Like they say, like if it's Louis, Gucci, Twitter, any of these other platforms, niggas never like have that same energy, which is like.
Cause Louis take 2 months to send you your belt, and you not complaining
That's
at
what I'm
all.
saying, like-
Niggas not gonna be like, yo, don't shop at Louis no more. They did this, and
Yeah.
this. But black people's like immediately like, I asked her to do this, and she wouldn't give me my deposit back. Don't y'all ever go shop like?
It should be weird, bro. It's like people who look like you don't want you to succeed. Like that hate. It's just hate. Of like, at the end of the day.
There's also like they say the whole monkeys in a barrel.
Yeah,
Because, like,
crabs in the barrel.
Crabs in a barrel. My
Makes
fault.
sense,
My
monkeys.
fault.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Monkeys is crazy.
Yeah, he's disqualified. He's
I
disqualified.
didn't know. I didn't know the term. My fault. I thought it was. It's
We
not.
forgive Ray. We forgive Ray. It's okay,
They
bro.
don't have that in Toy Story though.
He has
In Toy Story, it wasn't for me. I'm not bugging.
Oh, you're talking about the little plastic
little
red
toy.
monkeys.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm not bugging.
I-
They wasn't in a barrel. though.
Nah, they was in a barrel.
There's military men, no?
Nah.
No, there's
No.
I know he's
They
saying
were
there's a
red,
monkeys in
and
a.
they were all linked up.
I'm not gonna lie, that might be a racist toy. But
Like, look, I
think about
just
it.
did some woke take. For me,
that
I
might
just
be a
got.
racist toy now, because that toy definitely. I know what you're talking
You
about.
know what I'm saying? For me, I'm not bugging. Alright, I just want to make sure I'm not.
That
bugging.
wasn't.
It's just-
It's crab in a
He-
barrel, okay? Crabs
know?
in a barrel, but it's also it's also that. It's also that. It's also that too.
That's a good take. Ah, there was wipes in here. But regardless,
That shit just took his whole.
moving on.
They lemon scented.
One thing I definitely have to highlight, which is nonsense, it's crazy to me that it even occurred, was in Harlem. I don't know the girl's name. I'm sorry, I don't have it. Everybody should know about the story by now. And Harlem has been going kind of crazy since then, honestly. There's been a couple things that happened in Harlem, but this is the main thing that was really important, is that a girl was in a liquor store. This is how the story goes, as reported, allegedly. A girl was in... yeah, but I'm talking about the storyline itself as to what occurred. I didn't hear any audio.
Yeah.
But allegedly, she was in a liquor store. A guy offered, I guess he wanted her attention. He offered to pay for her liquor or buy her another bottle, whatever the case may be. She declined. From what I hear, it was a calm decline. It wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't. I don't know that. I'm not defending anybody. Just saying what I don't know. And then apparently it led to outside. I guess a verbal assault ensued, and then what came was verbal became physical, and two men basically abused and assaulted a young woman for essentially no reason.
For being rejected.
Basically, so what I want to really talk about with that is a denial for men, like
niggas
Taking
need-
rejection?
yeah,
taking rejection. Like,
niggas don't know how to get rejected.
Why? Where does that come from in our? Because I mean, I can't say it's our culture. I just want to say men culture in
It's definitely
general.
men, yeah.
In
but-
general, where does that come from? Is that?
Ego, pride.
Yeah, it's definitely the pride and the ego of the male species, bro. Like,
Mhm.
and a lot of men, they feel entitled to things, and I think a lot of men also just feel entitled to pussy, which is weird. That's really fucking weird. But I really think it's ego more so than anything. But like, it's like, even with like me, growing up, I wasn't really the one to shoot my shot because of my ego. I wasn't trying to get denied, but I wasn't. If I got denied, I wasn't about to disrespect somebody.
Right.
That shit is, it's just weird to me, bro.
Fun fact, I never remember the time we was in Soho. I pushed this nigga Pops in front of a girl. Cause the whole day we was just trying to get Pops to just scoop something. Push Pops in front of a girl. I forgot. I don't know what he said, but it was a very quick conversation. It ended in no. Pops was tight at me for like the rest of the day, bro. But cause like we was walking, I just said, "What are these?" And then Pops, bro.
I feel like I've done that to him before.
See, why is Pops?
I'm not doing this to my son Pops, boy. Y'all wildin'.
Bro, I don't know. I love Pops to death, though. Like, if anything, I'm sorry, Pops. I didn't mean. And now that I think back, that was a very foul thing.
Nigga didn't even never apologize to now. Mad
and
years
that
ago.
did, but Pop.
He's not even really apologizing.
Facts, nigga.
I did
He just told the story. He didn't say I'm sorry.
I did say I'm sorry just now. Feel me?
Nah, he
You
did.
had your heart in the right place.
Exactly. Feel me? I was just trying to get the man some nani. You feel me? That's what it was. But back on topic.
Yeah, no, that shit is that mad toxic though, bro.
Yeah, like.
And then it really be hood niggas too, more like a lot, like that we see it. Like, how you doing? Oh, where's suck my dick now?
Yeah,
Like, damn, bro.
so, do you think this has anything to do with impressing other men?
Yes.
I've seen that take.
Yes.
I've seen that take.
I was
That's a
just about
good
to say
take.
that.
That's a
Okay.
good
Because I
take.
feel like
Expound.
when you are with your friends, like I'm not saying that happened in this case, but when you are with your friends, it's like more added pressure. So like you don't want to like miss your shot. So when you do miss your shot, when it comes to shorty and you get rejected, it kind of adds on into like overline embarrassment. Because you don't know how your friends are. Your friends could be clowning you after. You know, regular nigga shit. Like, for me, you be like, oh, like, for me, you say some dumb shit, and then niggas be like, oh, that's why you get no girls. Like, for me, you get no nani, all that. So it's like, I guess that is an added layer.
So instead of being the butt of a joke, you put your hands in the women.
Like I
That's
said,
wicked.
some niggas.
That's a crazy equation.
You know what I'm saying?
like denial plus ego.
And it's like,
equals
bro, niggas
beat her ass.
Niggas,
Well, embarrassment could really set you off. I'm not gonna front. Some like depending on how
I fear
you are.
embarrassment. I do. I fear embarrassment in certain regards. So I feel it. But like my thing is, I just go out of my way to avoid it.
yeah. And if it happens, you're not about to assault somebody.
Yeah, like I.
But women have died, bro, because they said no to a guy.
Or
in
been, like,
his advances.
Severely traumatized,
or injured, just violated. Like, shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
It's just
so my
crazy.
PSA today would be, if you a nigga like that and you've ever done anything like that, come see me. I got a knuckle sandwich for you. Where your mom at, nigga?
And for the ladies, I know the easy answer is to say strap up, get weapons and all that, defend yourself, but still, tread carefully with that, because sometimes just because you have a weapon, it don't guarantee safety.
Yeah.
It actually makes
Yeah.
the situation worse too.
And I also think it's important, to emphasize for people like us, for people that's a little older than us, for people that's younger than us that haven't had kids or have younger kids, raise them correctly, raise them to learn how to respect women and human beings in general, but especially women. Like, if you have a boy, do not teach him anything less than that. That's very important.
Amen. All right, well, off of that somber woman story, let's go to some women empowerment.
Woo! Ah.
So, I turned my volume now, I'm so sorry. Woman empowerment, yeah.
I'm about to bust.
Respectfully.
Always respectfully, bro.
Respectfully, but y'all know what that is. That's the baddie of the week. This week's baddie of the week is Nia Dennis. I hope it's Nia and not Nia. I don't want to mispronounce it, but if it's Nia Dennis. If it's Nia Dennis. But either way, she's a gymnast from UCLA. As some of you might have seen her across the social medias. Her recent, what do they call it, routine, went viral in her competition. She was there to a lot of it was a very uncanny, or not uncanny, unusual, because usually for gymnastics, non-traditional, there we go. A lot of gymnastics, they usually do their routines to a lot of classical songs, songs that just aren't black. But regardless, she chose to do a medley of Beyonce, Soulja Boy, Kendrick, all that. So shout out to her, and it was a great routine. She nailed every flip, every launch, whatever, all the terminologies for gymnastics. I'm not really aware of those, but you know what I'm saying? She did her thing. So
Shouts out to the whole UCLA team, because
Facts.
no funny shit, bro. Not
Yeah.
only her, it's a group of them, and they have history of like girls from 3-4 years ago that went viral for a little moment too.
shout out to UCLA, whoever's the coach.
Gymnastics, the
Yeah,
UCLA
whoever allows
gymnastics
that-
is different,
allows
bro.
that culture to be
Shit is
in
beautiful.
the sport. That's crazy.
Oh, I know what shorty you're talking about now.
Nigga, this nigga was lost the whole time.
Yeah, I was.
I hate
But
him.
I remember that video.
Oh,
Facts, she did her thing. Shout out to
Ah.
you. Shout out to you. Facts.
You had somebody else you wanted to mention as well?
Oh yeah. Honorable mention. Jordan Woods. in her Bust It Down challenge. Feel me? I feel like we can't go without that being said and being highlighted. I'm not gonna lie. She took the crown. Her joint respectfully was moving on some up and down. Like, oh my
Definitely,
god.
bro. Definitely.
Oh my god. Shout out to all the challenges. We started off the year right. We started off the year with the Bust It Down challenge, silhouette challenges. But keep them coming, ladies. Keep them coming.
Like, I be on my phone like, are you hearing this?
But I've heard there's a lot of weirdos out here that's like taking them silhouette challenges and editing them to see the naked bodies. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's very weird behavior.
What?
Yeah, I've been
Bro, you know the African dudes that be in it.
Bro, what?
Wait, what? Oh nah. Hey yo.
What happened?
Wait, what?
Even worse, Manor started getting on the silhouette challenge.
Oh, I ain't see all that.
Yeah,
My
I
timeline
see
is
that.
safe. Been a safe
Yeah,
space. lately.
I ain't seen none
My
of that.
timeline has been a safe space, thankfully.
Oh, God.
She was like, nah, I don't want to see this. I was like, don't put it on my
Yeah. We gonna mute that. We gonna mute that.
All right, so moving on from that, shout out to those ladies. One thing I want to do, I want to hop into microphone check, then hop into free. We cool with that?
Mhm.
All right, let's get that drop going. Oh my God. Yes, sir. The microphone check. So what we had on there? Who is your favorite hook writer in music history? So now, with that being said, I had a question. Were we talking writer or person that performs it?
See, so I was saying person that performed it,
Okay.
but I don't want to limit we never limit ourselves.
We
on
never
the show.
do. So I'm
let's
just.
do both.
I mean, I just want to say if you were trying to be specific.
Let's do both.
Okay.
I personally
Mm-hmm.
is Nate Dogg, bro.
Okay.
I feel like he's Captain Hook. He always been that.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
Pause is crazy.
Wait, what?
Captain Hook is crazy.
That's a sexual terminology now.
I mean, after Megan Thee Stallion made the song.
I didn't hear that song, bro.
Huh?
I didn't know about that
Definitely
song.
heard Shorty.
Nah, bro. Come on. The song was the chart topper.
Hey, yo.
It came on everywhere, bro. Come on now. Don't turn this on me. No, don't
bro, I didn't know nothing about that, bro.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
Because that was never a AO terminology.
Listen,
like,
I'm just saying.
regardless, the nigga is great at making hook. He was great at making hooks on songs, bro. Like his, it was just he different, bro. I got hopes. I got girl.
Nah, he's nice.
Sees love me now. Niggas wildin', bro. Nate Dogg got it.
Nah,
Nate
he
Dogg got
definitely.
it.
Ray, you got one or you?
Hey, come back to me, because this is hard for me.
All right, for me, for my top two, it's pretty generic, but I gotta go with what I gotta go with. I'm gonna go Future and Chris. I think Chris has probably given niggas some of their biggest hits. Honestly, I don't want to throw Drake in there, but Drake definitely belongs in this conversation.
Drake
but,
belongs in
That's a safe answer.
that's a very safe answer.
Very
but
safe.
Chris,
But Chris is yeah. You know?
Chris is there, bro. Chris, because obviously I love mentioning Chris, especially when I have my own platform, because nobody else is gonna give him his flowers, bro. It's gonna have to be me. So niggas is gonna have to listen to me to say it, bro. Because bro, we all know it. He's touched some tracks. He gave Dave East probably his biggest hit, and that song wasn't even all that, bro.
What song is that again?
Perfect, exactly.
Yeah, nah, that shit was dirt.
Exactly, but Chris Brown did
That's
it.
a throwaway hook.
Yeah, bro, and that song still hit the
I ain't gonna
charts
lie, I
because
don't know how that song go.
I forgot
It's
too.
bad.
It's not that
It's
good.
on the K.
Karma first one,
No. It's on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
album.
nope.
whatever it was,
His
but
daughter's name one.
you
Whatever
know,
his daughter's name was.
Kyrie.
Kyrie Chanel.
Yeah,
That's the name of the album.
something like that. But either way, yeah, like Chris Brown and Future is another beast on the hooks. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just listening to an Ace Hood interview where they were talking about how they made Bugatti.
Right.
And niggas like, yo, he stepped in the booth, he played the beat a little bit. He's like, I come looking for you, Asian. Like, that's fire, bro. How you
Crazy.
that shit is fire.
He started
bro.
yelling.
And then, that's like, come on. He like has different types of like hooks he be doing. Like sometimes he'll sing, sometimes he gonna rap. Like he's just too versatile. Like right now, those two are like top tier if you're trying to get a hook from me.
How do you feel about the whole Justin Timberlake will be Chris Brown in the verses narrative?
That's blasphemy. I be telling niggas the nostalgia be killing niggas, bro. Niggas be thinking because it was hot in the 2000s.
Nah, JT got them hits though. Like it's not gonna be a smack ups. Like it's gonna be a good versus.
It's a good versus. It's just
But
like with
yeah,
Usher.
Chris-
It'd be a good versus, but like Chris has way too much music, bro.
JT versus Chris would be way closer than Usher versus Chris, in my opinion. In my opinion.
Nah.
I gotta go through JT's catalog for that because JT has a song at least with Michael Jackson, and I know that's a point.
Yeah,
I think
what?
it's a point.
With Michael Jackson,
What song is that?
Let me look it up. I got you right now.
I know he has one, and that's a point no matter what goes against.
Now it is. Not just because the nigga has Michael Jackson song. it's
Bro,
an
you know how
automatic
niggas
point.
are, bro. It's a point.
Yo, one day we gonna do the Prince versus Michael Jackson versus.
Love never felt so good.
That's a great song.
Eh.
Love never felt so good. Like, that's a point, bro.
Chris Brown song gonna play.
Chris gotta play one of the ones.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But go ahead, Ray. I don't want to hold this.
I feel like I had to look this up a little bit because hook writers is a very niche thing that I never really paid attention to. But
Quentin Miller.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with my son 50 Cent.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, 50 Cent definitely.
Skateboard P belongs on this list too.
I was thinking about saying Pharrell, but 50 Cent, I'm not gonna lie, for me, he holds a special place in my heart. That nigga doesn't miss. Like, for me, he's a hook god. Nigga,
nah, he had it on smash.
Bro, he was giving hooks away to people in G Unit. He was giving hooks away to Game. Like, he was giving hooks away. Like,
but yeah, bro. He
real
like,
shit,
for
though.
me, he had that shit on lock for at least
he
5 to 10
got
years.
a whole album worth of hooks. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good answer.
Yeah,
I came
that's
from
a good
I
answer.
wasn't even thinking 50.
Real
That's a
shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Real
I'm not
shit.
gonna lie, 50 Cent.
50
Hate It or
Cent.
Love It is probably a top 20 song of all time.
I love that song.
Absolutely.
No
I
lie.
love that song, bro.
Wow, that might be one day I gotta sit down and make like top 20 favorite songs, but that's gonna take forever.
Nah, I mean, you could do the 100, but that when
100
you get
is
to
OD.
the,
I'll start
really
getting diluted.
I did the 50 best.
Yeah.
Or most classic songs, maybe. I feel like
It's easy when you do it as a group.
Mm.
Cause I did my top 50 rappers of all time. And that shit took me like 3 hours.
Sheesh. A lot of debating to do.
That's a fact. It's entertaining though.
Facts. Just listen to mad music.
Niggas was trying to clown me because I got Big Pun in my top 10, I think, or some shit like that.
Top 10?
Yeah, you got him in the top 10.
Big
I
Punisher?
have to check. All I know is niggas was clowning me because I had him above 50. Not 50. I had him above Biggie.
That might be an issue, but
That's an issue. That's not. It's not right.
It's because that niggas is from Brooklyn. I understand the bias.
like I said, I'm not here to debate that. We
Hey.
not here for that one.
Niggas want to get technical. Big Pun. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he could rap laps around a lot of people, including Biggie. Respectfully.
No.
Respectfully, we're moving on to.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move
to the
on
free
because we
segment.
know we ain't not doing this.
Respectfully,
We're not doing this.
Free segment. We're gonna start with something that we probably could have jumped in from the lunch line chatter, but since this is yours, let's let you spearhead this one.
I think I had watched like a video that influenced this, but I just wanted to ask y'all the question because I feel like it's an important question to ask. How do y'all feel the world itself would be if they, and we know who they is, didn't take our people and enslave them?
I think, funny enough, my answer might be unpopular, but I think we'd have some of the same things going on. There'd still be war.
Still be power struggles.
Still be power struggles for sure. I think that's just relative in human nature.
That's what I'm saying.
I think black people just got dealt the bad hand, and
Right.
that's why we're at the bottom of the totem pole. But as far as positive things, definitely a lot more black-owned things. Probably a lot more black banking, for sure, in my opinion. Black-owned, just black neighborhoods. More like Black Wall Street was, like a lot more of those neighborhoods themselves. Less fear, for sure, in terms of, the police interactions, maybe, which is very positive. Because I think there'd be a lot more black people on the force if the negative connotation of the police wasn't there. So I think those are things that would change. Probably black people would be, more. We probably would have more than one black president by now. So things like that would be positive things the world would look like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like we would have a whole country that's like Tulsa. You know what I mean? Like, it would the advancement. It would have been crazy, But also, we probably wouldn't have gotten a lot of the. I don't want to say probably wouldn't have gotten, but a lot of like the good art when it comes to like music or just like sculptures, anything art wise came from pain or struggle and like that type of influence. So we might have not had that per se.
That's a good.
You know what I mean? So it's like a.
I feel like as far as like representation, probably would have been better in that aspect. Like you probably would have saw a lot of more of us around in media and any type of job, like things like that. So that would have been a positive. But I might be more along with you because I just feel like human nature for me is chaotic. As itself.
Yeah, we can't help it as
like,
a fucking species.
Like, I always come back to this J. Cole song, The High for Hours, because if you listen to it, like he really breaks it down. How he says like he don't even know if revolution was ever really the answer. Because it's always gonna be power struggle. It's human nature, like we just said. So just because we may not have been enslaved doesn't mean that, like you said, the same problems wouldn't be apparent like they are today.
Right.
I still feel like it would have been a sort of colorism too. Like
Of course.
colorism itself still.
No,
would've
yeah,
been very
colorism probably would have
prominent.
been way more. It would have probably been the new.
Like that.
It would have
a
been
thing.
that, but that's what I'm saying. It would have been colorism, classism.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the same power struggles, like we were
Because
saying.
whenever money is involved, you know, it's always makes things iffy. It always divides people.
Right. Money itself is very divisive. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like the Europeans wouldn't have left the Africans alone, like regardless, because it would have been too advanced over there. They would have had to see what was going on. But I feel like that would have it would have been more of a clash instead of the Africans allowing them to come in and then being.
I always said like black people are just inherently too nice.
Yeah,
Like as mean as people think we are, like we're just inherently too compassionate
Real
people.
shit.
People.
real
Like,
shit.
We're compassionate towards other people, not more so us.
That's way actually probably more so the problem.
Yeah,
We're more compassionate to those that
Don't
don't
look like
really
that.
show us any,
exactly.
which I think is part of human nature in its sense as well. Like,
That's so fucking weird.
I don't think
yeah.
that's human nature. I think that's the whole this deception and manipulation that they had done to us.
well, I
might
mean,
be
would
too-
that not have become human nature at this point though?
I wouldn't.
Because I
Human
mean,
human nature to me is like being divisive and things like that. Like you always think for self. You know, it's more so like they say humans are like the glitch in the system as far as like animals and stuff is concerned.
We are the worst thing that ever happened
like
to
feel me?
planet
Like
Earth.
they say, if we take humans out of the earth will flourish.
humans are cancer. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like, in that way, I feel like yes, we are divisive. But as far as like being nice,
Mhm.
I feel like that whole being nice towards others is something they embedded in us.
Mm.
I can check that.
It's
Because
they-
debatable for me.
Ooh, it might go all the way back to religion, because you know how they put that white Jesus into the
Oh.
households, and you know being a good Christian, just that
In
religion
general,
in
facts.
particular, but like just being religious, you have to be a good person. You know what I
and
mean?
religion negates race, color, and all that. Like, feel me? It cuts deep through all of that. It's probably the biggest form of manipulation there is.
Yo, no funny shit.
Nah, it is, and like I mean, if this pod was about religion, I'd go into a lot because I studied a lot about religion. Like I know a lot, so like I know like way more than I should, and it bothers me because like I can't see.
You seen the
things.
dark, you seen the other side.
I can't see things the way like I should. But regardless of that,
I recommend before we hop off the topic, there's a movie, probably Martin Scorsese's most slept-on movie called Silence.
Mhm.
It's basically about this whole topic as far as religion is concerned, how manipulation and all that is in the movie. It's a great ass movie. It's a long movie, but it's really superb. Like I was really in shock at how good it was.
But just I don't want to stay on this for too long, but if the white people don't come to Africa, then Christianity as we know it never comes to light either, like with the white Jesus.
But there's still
Because that was but I'm saying that in that specific religion, because you know Christianity is like the biggest religion in the world.
it is
right?
You know what I mean? And like the European white Jesus is so prominent, like that face in itself. Like you see it in black churches, bro. It's just crazy.
Right.
So
I feel like Catholicism is worse than Christianity. Though.
Nah,
It's
and
all the
that's
same.
Catholics came before Christianity. I
it's
think.
fake
Yeah.
under the same.
Nah,
like,
it's
It's-
not.
it's
They're
different.
two
Like,
different
Two
oh,
things.
different beliefs.
right.
Because like that's what I'm saying. I don't want to go down this rabbit
Yeah.
hole because this is a deep rabbit hole.
Because then you got
Right.
you got Jewish too.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I
this is
mean?
like,
It's I'm
there's
saying, like,
way too many lanes for us to stay here.
I already see the stress
That's
in
why,
your
you know what I'm
eyes.
saying? There's way too many lanes.
Yeah.
So that's
So
what I'm saying.
watch Silence. I'm telling you,
It's
like,
way
watch
too many
Silence.
lanes.
I'm watching.
That was a good combo though. Definitely something I would touch again when we get a solid, more in-depth fan base because we're gonna lose viewers talking about the Lunchroom podcast takes on religion. We're not those guys yet. But shoot, let's do this one and then we'll go with this one. So let's go. Jim Carrey versus Adam Sandler. Is that the
Yes.
You know who that is.
I was gonna say I've been seeing this actually a build up narrative going on Twitter.
Niggas love verses for everything. By
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, bro, it's a cultural thing.
That's
now.
what I'm saying. It's literally become. It doesn't matter. I'm waiting for the verses like amongst like other genres.
Facts.
Fuck like respect the music and all that. But I'm trying to work movie verses, all that shit.
Mhm.
I think it's that time. We should pivot to that.
Sidebar: they're doing verses for the
Yeah,
NFL
I
Pro
seen
Bowl. I
it.
don't know if you knew that.
I seen. I didn't,
They're doing like verses. The NFL Pro Bowl, like they're not having an actual Pro Bowl, so they're taking like people that play the same position and they're doing verses.
like highlights.
Yeah, bro.
Pro Bowl has never gotten it right. It's never been something that was entertaining, no matter what you do with it.
I heard they wasn't having one, but I didn't know they were doing
that shit. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of.
At first, I heard they were supposed to be playing like video games against each other.
That's what I heard too. A Madden tournament.
I was like,
I would have much rather watched that.
I wasn't watching neither.
I would have much rather watched that.
But my fault to cut you off.
But yeah, I've been seeing people basically have been debating who they prefer or who they think is better between Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey. So I thought, for me, I'll bring it to. I think even Fredo brought this up like a couple of weeks ago amongst our own group chats and amongst our own like downtime.
Yeah, I feel like me
and
Fredo.
like it's a good conversation because I feel like as similar as they may come off, I feel like they're two totally different characters in itself.
Yeah, I think people like to pair them together because of the fact that like they spearhead their movies, like, you know what I'm saying, they're the guys in their movies all the time.
They came out like around the same time.
Yeah, like
too.
you know what I'm saying. So like I think that's why people put, and then obviously they both fall into that comedy.
I was just about
so
to
like
say.
you know they're gonna pair them. But for me, not to cut you off, but for me, I hope it's not the unpopular opinion, but I might go Adam. I might, just because.
From what I've seen, that's a more unpopular opinion is Adam.
Because I mean, like I said, I don't like to fall into the nostalgia bag, and I get it. Jim Carrey's iconic, and like he's a way better actor than Adam Sandler, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because when I seen The Grinch and like that, he was actually doing the face and like you know what I'm saying. Like,
so when we're doing this versus, are we?
I always assume it's your preference.
Just on who we would watch, like a film, act like it's.
I feel like like if you want to compare careers,
Yeah.
if you want to compare just who's funnier, you know what I'm saying? Like just to you, who would you prefer? And like I said, I'm going Adam off the strength of I prefer his movies right now of their bodies of work. I'm gonna go Adam, just because.
Like me personally, I will go me personally. I say Jim is the far better actor, but I watch Adam Sandler movies more.
Right.
So I probably would go more so with Adam because I feel like his movies are more rewatchable. But Jim Carrey is the far better actor as far as range and everything is concerned.
Absolutely.
So
I concur. Cause like that's why I had to ask for the
like Adam has mad classic, bro. The Longest Yard, the fucking Waterboy, Happy Gilmore,
Click.
Click.
Click is that
Fucking, that's what I'm saying. Like that shit's always on TV.
Adam got it when it comes to like his filmography, but when it comes to pure talent,
but like you said,
Jim.
you got Jim who has The Grinch, Liar Liar, fucking Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
He was on The Living Color. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Jim Carrey sanctioned.
He's super
OD.
sanctioned.
Jim
Super.
Carrey's sanctioned.
And he's for the culture, so he's super sanctioned. I mean, Adam Sandler played ball too, so like he's.
And now Jim Carrey be on his real woke shit. Like that shit is crazy.
Third eye been open for years now.
Yeah.
Facts. So like,
I hope he doing good too.
Yeah, shout out.
And all that situation.
I mean, shout out to both of them. Both great at what they do, but like I said, I'm gonna go Adam in a versus situation, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. As much as I don't want to.
Yeah, cause it's not. We gotta stop. What we gotta do is stop feeling like it's disrespectful
Yeah.
to go with another person
Right.
when we're comparing two people. We're not saying, we gotta stop feeling like we're shitting on somebody because we, you know what I'm saying, in a who would we rather situation. Like, it's always love and respect. Like, you gotta be loved.
Sometimes niggas be shitting. Like, sometimes I'll shit on people, but in this case,
Yeah, I mean, it's not always that though.
in this case, it's
It's
Like,
nothing
niggas
but
is
flowers
talking
to
about-
both sides.
Niggas talking about having a Future versus Travis Scott versus. I'm
That
like, yo,
day,
come
bro.
on, why
Yeah.
are we doing this?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Travis got some hits, but nah, man.
Nah.
Future's gonna shit on that nigga.
Nah,
Crazy.
man.
For
Travis
20 rounds.
gotta play sicko mode 18 times.
Not even.
Yeah, and he's still losing.
That's what I'm saying,
16
not even.
times. He still loses like 16 times.
That ass.
But shoot, let's move on in the interest of time. Unfortunately, a year has passed. It's been a quick year, but obviously, we're honoring the death of
Oh, let's honor his life.
the life and times of Kobe Bryant, because it has been a year since he's passed away. So I guess Ray wants to do a favorite Kobe story.
Well, we could go around, talk about your favorite Kobe stories or moments, but I know one that always stood out for me. Whenever I see anything live that he did, it always sticks to me. So, first memory that always comes to my mind is the game-winning shot he did on D Wade in the regular season game.
I feel like that's synonymous, bro. Because I was just thinking that too.
Niggas love
Like
that shot.
That was
I
beautiful.
also,
It was a beautiful shot.
for me, I know that was your favorite player. For me, that made it even sweeter. I'm not gonna lie, especially during that time when niggas was really trying to jack Wade over Kobe. I remember when that little spur of the moment, niggas had a good 2 years where they was like, "Hey, Wade was better than Kobe." I'm like, "Yo, y'all wild it." And when that
Wade
game
was
came
robbed
out,
of MVP.
Yo, feel me? I'm not that season. He had like 3 or 4 game-winning shots. I'm not gonna front. He was like on a mission. And wasn't that the year we won the chip?
I
Is
think
that
it was
09?
a year.
I think that's the we lost to the Celtics.
No,
Yeah,
09 he won.
I gotta look.
09 to
at-
2010.
I don't remember what year
08,
that was.
the Celtics lost.
Okay.
But I think it might have been 09.
But either way, you know, that's the first memory that comes to my mind. It's definitely, you know, the year went by mad fast. And I don't know, I feel like this shit is never going to be, like, the same. Like, every day, January 26th every year when January 26th come, it's really going to be like a moment. Real somber moment.
For me, I don't feel like this is talked about enough, but one of my favorite moments was 2008 Beijing Olympics. For those who don't know, the USA team, they were mad dominant for mad years, and then we won the bronze medal in 2004. So 2008 was the Redeem team with all types of superstars, you know, LeBron, Melo, D-Wade, Kobe, Chris Paul. But
Basically, we're making sure we wasn't losing.
yeah, niggas was smoking everybody the entire summer. And in the final game against Spain had Pau Gasol, Marc Gasol, young Ricky Rubio.
All NBA players.
Yeah. So it was mad. Yeah, Luis Scola. It was mad. No, Luis Scola is Argentinian. It was mad competitive. But Kobe in the fourth quarter, he's the one that won them the game, bro. Like, he took over. He was locking niggas up, hitting the game-winning clutch baskets. I think he scored like 6 straight at one point. Like, so that was one of my favorite Kobe moments.
For me, favorite Kobe moment. For me, it's a bad moment, but to me it meant a lot. When he got hurt,
The
Achilles, but he stayed to shoot his free throws and he switched them. To me, obviously a bad moment if you're a Lakers fan, and a bad moment for Kobe in general, because that was a big part into his decline, of course. But it to me showed like willpower and strength and just how much he cared for what he put out there on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't about to leave the court knowing he limped off and like he just said fuck the free throws, like I'm in pain, take me out. Like, he could have did that, bro. He's Kobe. He could have at this point in his time already. He was already cemented. He didn't have to play any more years. He could have said, yo, I'm done. But he said, nah, let me shoot these. He made them, all that. So, you know what I'm saying? I know Achilles is not no non-painful injury. Like, I'm pretty sure he was
That sounds crazy.
in a lot of pain at the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't even do, their tippy toe when they shoot their 3 free throws. He couldn't even do that.
He still fake did it, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, to me, that just was a symbol of strength. And, like, to me, it just did something for my heart and my person to know that, like, there's guys out there that even though they're making millions of dollars to do this, it's like, I still care about the little things, you know what I'm saying, or what people deem the little things. So that to me showed me something.
And in hindsight, I'm not gonna lie that, like, he came back from that injury. So, like, he made it. I feel like with the way basketball players have been getting injured lately, he at least made it possible. Like you could come back from this and still be the same. Cause look at KD.
Right.
KD's wilding.
Like,
And they used to say like Achilles injuries, you can't come back from that.
Right.
Now, like, the only person aside from KD who really was really good, well, 2 people, Rudy Gay and Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins had like a damn near MVP season after he tore his Achilles. But what KD is doing is damn near unheard of, aside from those 2 players.
Facts.
So, but shouts out to Kobe Bryant, man. Rest in
Facts.
peace.
And his daughter.
Yes, rest in peace to
And
all
everyone
those who
else that was
lost
on
their
that team.
lives.
Facts.
Facts. Very tragic situation. Still, to this day, I cannot believe that it even occurred on a random Sunday. But rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace to everybody. Moving forward, this topic infuriates me. Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. Ben Askren, for those that don't know, he's a retired UFC fighter.
He just retired recently.
Yeah, they're supposed to fight in April. Somebody give their thoughts.
I had to throw this out there because, the whole Nate Robinson thing, it was very, very, very popular. Jake Paul got a really big head after that. You know what I'm saying?
You're challenging McGregor.
Now, yeah, that's what he said. That's like the end goal type shit. But now he's fighting a former UFC fighter. Albeit, I must say this: his stand up game is weak. It's one of his. He's a wrestler.
No, I know who Ben Askren.
No,
is.
for people that don't know, you know what I'm saying. But it's interesting. It's cool for the sport. I ain't mad at it personally. Like, I know it's gonna be millions of people watching, like it was with the
I'm
Nate Robinson
furious.
thing. I know you're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it, bro. like, regardless of how people feel about it, niggas is gonna tune in because they want to see either Jake get fucking knocked out or they want to see him continue to be the dickhead that he is. Because that shit sells
I might
tickets.
not watch it because I don't know who Ben Askren is.
He was what he's known for as of late. Well, recently was
Legends Only?
yeah, no, not Legends Only. Thriller.
Legends Only
Yeah.
League.
It's not the Legends Only League. That's like Mike Tyson's thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he Jorge Masvidal, he knocked him out in like 3 seconds like 2 years ago. I don't know if you remember that. It's like the fight dead ass immediately
Talking about
started.
the knee?
Yeah,
He retired?
that was that nigga. Yeah,
Word? He
Yeah.
retired?
yeah.
Oh shit! I might watch it now. That nigga's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. He's a
No,
crazy
not the
fighter.
nigga that knocked him out. The nigga that got knocked out.
Oh, I'm not watching this shit then. I'm not watching two white people fight.
That's crazy. Just because he's white, you not
No,
watching
no,
it?
but he's white but sucks. The nigga got knocked out in 3 seconds.
Listen, you took a knee to the face. And
It's a knee, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna
I'm
hold
pretty
you.
sure that was the last thing in his mind that he thought he was
I
about to
thought
get hit
Jake
with.
Paul would go against some comp. I'm not gonna hold you. Like,
No, we're not gonna get some
this,
comp.
This is brothers
And
going
he's-
against Mayweather.
And this is
See,
still
that's exhibition. This is an actual professional bout. That's
Wow. It's
like he dead ass wants to be a professional fighter, bro.
I respect that.
Here's my take on this. I don't want this to get carried away because Lamar Odom is putting his hat in the ring. Somebody's gonna get
Wait,
hurt.
who?
Lamar Odom is trying to do a
Lamar?
match.
You lying?
On God, you look it up.
Nah, we
Lamar
gotta
Odom.
protect Lamar Odom. We gotta protect
And
Lamar
I think I
Odom.
seen a clip and I didn't
Not
like what I
gonna
saw
lie.
from Lamar
Bro,
Odom.
niggas can't spar.
Lamar Odom, don't do it, please. Don't do
Jesus.
that.
Yeah, get your Lakers.
Yo,
nigga.
don't do that to the golden purple, please. You feel
Because
me?
trust
You
me,
was just with the Kardashians smoking crack like 2 years ago. Like
He
don't
said
do it to
on
yourself.
crack.
Like don't do it to yourself, please. Just enjoy your money. Why do people want to fight? Like,
bro,
Bro,
that's
they
what I'm
see the
saying. Because
money that's in it.
to me, like this, like I don't want to think it this way, but to me, it looks like I could say Lamar needs money because there's no other way
That's
he's
the only-
doing this, and I don't want to think about it that way.
you can't do anything else besides like get
That's
your
what I'm
head knocked
saying.
off?
Like, there's got to be a
You can't do a
different.
commercial.
There's
Overseas.
got to be another route, bro.
You do a commercial overseas. You know, Chinese commercials they be paying hefty, 100K bag. Lamar
Bro.
Odom probably sanction overseas.
Oh, he has to be.
That's what I'm saying.
But
You can link up with Stephon.
facts. They definitely know each other. I know they do.
Link up with Stephon. Do a China commercial. Good.
Hey, man.
Niggas want to get their head
He
knocked
trying
off.
to get that USA money,
I
bro.
think isn't the yen more than $1?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but
I'm
either
not
way.
a forex trader.
I was gonna
Context
say,
of my fantasy team name.
I had a question for y'all if we have time for the afterthoughts.
Real quick.
Okay, with everything going on in the stock market right now,
Mm-hmm.
my question is, why do y'all continue to invest?
Because it's worth it.
Like what?
How, if it's controlled by everybody? With everything going on, if it's controlled by the masses?
Because like the money is still like granted, this was not what happened recently, and for those that are not familiar, basically, the hedge fund people, they are putting their foot down on certain stocks because Reddit users have manipulated the stocks and made certain stocks go up. For example, GameStop, which is valued at double digits, is now valued in triple digits. Getting close to mid triple digits until they put a stop to it, because they had apps like Robinhood, Webull, pull the app off their, their platforms or whatever the case may be. Now, my response to that is people still made valid come ups off this stuff regardless, and they. Yeah, and like other stocks are still going up. Like these are just specific stocks that these are happening to, and like you can avoid those stocks. Like people are making bread regardless of these stocks. Like I wasn't even involved in those stocks. I made some money this week. You feel me? So like, it's money in it. That's why people are in it. Like in this world, you gotta capitalize.
Facts. I was gonna say, bro, do you have such a negative connotation of it because you don't understand it?
No, I understand it. I fully understand it.
Then why do you hate it
I
so
hate it
like?
because, in my opinion, when we talk about supporting black businesses and all this, not trying to avoid the white man and shit like that, I feel like the stock market is the epitome of you're investing and then supporting capitalism.
But
And I'm opposed to capitalism.
We're trading though. We're investing our money, but we're trading.
But it's all trickling down back to the masses of the 10% because they control the market.
True.
Which is apparent, which is more than apparent, especially. They just showed their hand. Like they always show their hand. Like
No, they definitely showed their hand.
They always show their
It was
hand.
a royal
though.
flush. It was a royal flush.
This isn't the first time. Like, for me, this isn't the first time they showed their hand. But people still continue to do it. It's not like this is not gonna happen again. Like, feel me? They're always gonna be crashes. There's always gonna be manipulation in the market. It's always gonna be this. I feel like the only way to stop this.
Speaking, markets are still go up.
I feel like it because again, they do need us in a sense to invest in it. Feel me?
Still make money off it.
But I'm saying that in my opinion, I feel like everybody just stopped investing. That will really be it for them.
And then what? Go to work?
Yeah.
Pay taxes?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
Like niggas say.
Like I'd rather sit home on my phone and do that than go into my job.
Listen. Allegedly, I always say this, and I've been thinking about this for a minute. I feel like the people that are in the black market, if you know what I mean by that, I feel like those people are the ones to be protected because those are untaxed money. If everyone was to, I'm not saying to invest in the black market in these people per se, but you could take that money as a whole and then you could build, like they say, banks and stuff like that. Because if niggas like JP Morgan and shit like that was already built off of drug money, why can't we do the same thing?
I mean,
Because
we know
it's regulated by the people that are in charge.
right. We know the answer to the why we
But
can't.
again, but again, if
If you had a time machine, you might be on a song, but in 2020,
Yeah.
but drugs and all this black market is always, that's never going nowhere.
I understand that, but you got to watch the money and you have to put that into more institutions.
But I'm saying-
no matter what, when you get money and you try to multiply your money, you have to put it into institutions.
I was gonna say the washing of the money is always gonna be a thing, but I'm saying we could wash the money amongst ourselves instead of giving to a third party like JP Morgan Chase and all these other banks. That's my point. That's my main point is that we are literally we're washing our money in the white man's hands. So like, that's what I'm trying to prove.
I feel you, but at the same time, we gotta deal with what is current and what is now and what is our actual reality. We know what happens with people that deal in the black market. You know what I'm saying? It allegedly, it's not. It's not really a safe space. Trading in the stock market is essentially a safe space. So people who value their freedom.
Is it really safe if they could put a hold on it whenever they want?
Yeah, because you can still get back in there, and there's still money to be made in other areas of the stock market.
I was there just 2 stocks in particular.
I just don't.
I mean, there was multiple stocks they stopped.
That was the hot,
Yeah.
2 hot ones.
If you took my $20, you would have had $25 a day.
Listen, relax, Fredo. Fredo tried to pay me back for the studio in Bitcoin. I said one time, it's nothing wrong. I just said I just wanted a physical 20. I'm down right now. I bought equipment for us and shit like
You would have had 25 4 days later.
that. I would have had to leave in there to
Nigga said in
grow.
Bitcoin.
Get out my face with that crap.
He sent me that. But
That was
anyway,
just my only filming.
yeah, I feel you. Like I said, it's a valid conversation. It's not like you're speaking facts, but at the end of the day, we got to do it with what's now. You feel me? Like and what's more closely to the best method. You know
That's
what
why
I'm
I feel like when we deal with what's now, that's why we're never gonna get anywhere. It's always gonna be the same. Nothing's ever gonna change.
This is a revolutionary, guys. You should I see it in his eyes.
That's why I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, support your local drug dealer. Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly.
saying? I mean, hey,
And then the drug dealers just be smarter. Be smarter. It's like really, I'm not gonna lie.
The drug dealers is one of the most retarded. Like,
I mean, because people that's not
No,
smart.
they're not retarded.
bro, I've known some retarded drug dealers in my day.
That's like I'm talking. That's the lower class. I feel like, feel me?
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
like I'm talking about the super plugs.
The
of
niggas
world.
that's really
yeah,
getting
like
to
the
it.
super plugs of the world. Like,
Yeah,
be smarter. Like I feel like they be scared to invest in their more people than anything. Like that's what I feel like. That's what I'm saying. It starts with these people, like the people that actually hold weight.
I feel you. I definitely do.
But until them people from change their ways, this shit is never gonna change.
Yeah, so if they don't change their ways, why is the onus on us, the little man?
Because
It's
we're not really.
You need a helping hand.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, again, we gotta have our own town hall meeting or some shit like that. I mean, I don't know how this is gonna work.
That's what I'm
I just
saying.
feel,
There's going to be a lot of
it's
pushback.
just in my opinion, I feel like investing in the stock market is not the answer. Like as much as people be preaching about invest and into whatever, feel me, Bitcoin, into the stock market, into Forex or whatever, I truly don't think that's the answer.
I don't think it's the only answer. I think it's an answer. And I think
It's a stream of income that is it's passive and like, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I'm saying? You put your money there, you leave it. You know what I'm saying? Or you take it out.
It's
It's
to
one or
get
the other.
buying power to do more things.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Like I said, it's a reality that I think we have to be real with now because it's the most viable option. Like that's
It's buying power. You can use that buying power to install another agency for you and yours in the future, whether it's a rental company, vending machines, whatever you might be. You feel me? If you need more buying power, something that makes you more money.
right. But in the interest of time, we have to wrap it up. We have to wrap it up. This episode's going 10 minutes a little too long.
Yeah, little.
But again, this has been episode 2. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I was doing this getting money. Show a nigga some love, nigga. Wabbity dabble. Niggas out here don't love me, nigga. They don't love.
Yeah, so make sure you show a nigga some
And
love.
for the niggas that ain't showing love, we your mom, man.
Where is your mother? Where your grandma stay, nigga? But regardless of that, We're out of here. Thanks for checking in.